Alert, throw away all fidget spinners now. Authorities released new report confirming they can kill your child. Fidget spinners can be found in the hands of just about every kid in America, but researchers warn that many could harm and even kill kids. The popularity of fidget spinners has created an unintended consequence that could harm and even kill young children. With demand for the toy gadgets at an all-time high, a number of manufacturers have jumped on the bandwagon to produce them. That includes some Chinese manufacturers who use toxic materials in their production, because they are unregulated. The chemicals could harm and even kill young children who handle the toys or even put them in their mouth. One of the best ways to avoid getting the toxic product is to only buy fidget spinners from reputable toy manufacturers and retailers. Clothes-out stores, dollar stores, importers, and flea markets could be selling toxic fidget spinners without their knowledge. eBay is also a popular source to purchase fidget spinners, but many of them are sold by Chinese sellers and are more likely to have the toxic chemicals. Dean James at America's Freedom Fighters first reported on the issue. Here's what he found. Researchers testing a broad array of the popular children's toys known fidget spinners have found an alarming amount of toxic contaminants that may prove deadly in the hands of kids across America. The spinners, which use ball bearings and balanced blades to rotate, are often produced overseas in countries that do not implement strict quality controls. Now, researchers have said that the toys may contain dangerous amounts of lead if they're being brought in from places like China. This alert does not impact all of the fidget spinners. The problem is that we cannot say which toys are impacted. Unfortunately, since there aren't any patents preventing the production of the toys, anyone can manufacture them from anywhere. Here's what advocates had to say. Ruben, an independent lead poisoning prevention advocate, first tested 3 fidget spinners sent to her by a friend with an XRF instrument. 2 were lead-free, but 1 had very high levels of lead and some mercury. She then disassembled a fidget spinner with LED lights and found both lead and mercury. She found 19,000 parts per million, ppm, of lead and 1,000 parts per million of mercury. These numbers are sobering because scientists consider under 90 parts per million of lead to be the safe threshold in children's toys, according to Ruben. But the paint on the LED light spinner contained 334 parts per million of lead and 155 parts per million of mercury in one test. The unpainted metal base contained 1,562 parts per million of mercury and 2,452 parts per million of lead. Ruben later tested 6 more fidget spinners and found a $31 from Yamexer that contained 42,800 parts per million of lead. She noted ordinary consumers won't have access to an XRF instrument, which can cost around $50,000. She recommends avoiding fidget spinners available for purchase and instead making your own, such as a fidget spinner out of Legos. Just last week, 200,000 units of the popular toy were seized by EU customs officials for failing to adhere to the health standards set by the Union. Parents should make every effort to source the manufacturer of the product they are purchasing in order to determine whether the toys their children are handling are safe for them. What are your thoughts on the toxic fidget spinners? Let us know in the comments, and in addition, share this on social media to let other parents know.